All right, welcome to the third game of the evening. Up this time is Family Vacation California. Join the Simmons family as they embark on their family vacation to sunny California in this family-friendly adventure. Hit the beach, take in a ball game, and ride the roller coaster at the theme park, all before helping the family compete on the game show. Help Barb win the main prize, and the whole family gets to celebrate their great trip to California. 25 levels over 8 chapters, 15 challenging puzzles, bright, colorful graphics, fun for the whole family. So, honestly, those blurbs were kind of talking around the game, weren't it?
Bit.
In simple terms, this is a hidden object game.
With occasional interstitial other simple puzzles.
Right. And this actually got released way back in 2011 on the PC, but was very recently ported to the Nintendo Switch via our good friends at Ocean Media. Another fairly recurring publisher on the review side of things. And as per their idiom, it's on the Nintendo Switch, so that means, I'm guessing, control problems once more?
It's not bad, but it's not good. It's the usual right stick and right trigger button or touch controls. And the touch controls don't work as well as they sometimes do. Because sometimes you're trying to pick out a fairly precise small object, and you're using either a finger or, unless you have like an actual stylus that works for capacitive screens, because sometimes the things you're trying to pick up are quite small. So yeah, generally there are like 2 to 4 hidden object picture games, which the hidden objects use all of the standard annoying things of objects partially hidden behind other things, objects that look like they're part of other things, objects that almost completely blend in with other things. Sometimes they feel good, sometimes they don't. And they do things like fan can be a thing in multiple puzzles, and sometimes it's a folding fan, and sometimes it's a rotating fan, or things like that. So you don't always know exactly what you're looking for. A radio or a phone can be ancient in style or much more modern. Generally there's like 2 or 3 of those, or 2 to 4 of those, and then there's an interstitial, some other kind of puzzle, like a jigsaw puzzle or a pathfinding puzzle or something. None of them are particularly difficult. Honestly, I wouldn't mind this much as much if the story wasn't pretty inane. Oh, and also, as you can see, Petty Fan's been in it a couple times. Often the search puzzles have a small area inside of them. When they do, the hidden objects in that area are indicated in a different color on the menu. And sometimes in sets of levels, there will be a hidden image picture to find where the hidden image pictures are. Hidden image puzzles are like the one at the very beginning of the game is you're in the entryway, and after you clean it up, you have to click on the different luggages to go to different people's rooms to do word searches. But then later on, like, you're in the hotel lobby and you have to figure out what parts of the hotel lobby to click on to get to the 3 puzzles you have to solve, 2 or 3 puzzles you have to solve there before you can progress. Which wouldn't be annoying if you click 3 times without hitting something. It might be 4, at least on the Switch. You get an annoying splash screen that covers the entire screen with the bunch of luggage and the characters' faces, presumably to keep you from solving things by just clicking madly everywhere. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to work on the PC version. Also, there's a hint function which recharges in about 25 seconds, and this game doesn't have score, so there's not actually any significant downside to just using it. Also, sometimes there will be an item that either is like there are 5 of a thing, like 5 different sets of glasses or 5 different butterflies that you have to find all of. And sometimes there are puzzle piece things to find, which are you go into that and it'll be like all of the pieces to make up a thing. So if you're into this kind of puzzle game, I guess this actually does have a pretty good variety of oh, I forgot one other thing. I guess it kind of goes in with blend in with, but in several puzzles, if there's a source of bright light, there will be an object hidden somewhere in the bright light that's almost completely washed out. This puzzle has 2 things washed out by the bright light. There's also a pair of shoes on the headboard. And the suitcase is under the table. So yeah, the only real downside to this is that out of the hidden object puzzle games, the plot of this one is extremely inane. It's just the family trying to go on vacation to California, and it has some really dumb stuff like trying to find your hotel, like the kid saying he'll try to find the hotel room using his GPS, because I'm sure the GPS has entries for individual rooms in the hotel. And yeah, so the puzzles, honestly, for what they are, aren't that bad, but the story doesn't do anything for me, which there have been a few of these that have stories that I was at least kind of interested in. Oh yeah, and like chicken in this case was a little doll chicken, whereas in another puzzle, chicken might be like an actual chicken. You know, so that's I mean, I think that's sort of a standard trick, is to use slightly misleading terms for things or use the same term for different things in different puzzles, even though they do repeat some of the stock art. Anyway. So yeah, what's the damage? Oh yeah, there is music. It's extremely generic, sort of like time passing music. It's not offensive, but it's also extremely ignorable.
Anyway, as far as pricing goes, it is $9.99.
That's probably too much for this game unless it's way longer than it sounds.
It's worth noting the original PC, that is the price of the original PC version, though you can go, like, this game I couldn't find on Steam, but it's on, like, the super casual sites like Big Fish.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can get,
yeah,
like,
keep going.
You can get this for $3 there, because provided it's your first game.
That's probably a better price. Oh, and also there's one other thing that I forgot, which is at certain points along your journey, there will be a scene where you get to take a picture of the family, such as when they're packed up and ready to go, or on the airplane. And all this is there's a still image, and you have a rectangular cursor that is the camera viewfinder, and you get to choose where to put it, and then it saves that, which again, okay. You know?
Right. Okay.
So Petty, what you're missing here right now are. It took me a while on this. This is the one where I figured it out because I did them in order. You have to either go into the video game to find the parts of the video game, or you have to find the hidden area that has the other 3 items, which is the drawer, even though it's closed. Usually they're like open for that, but in this case it's not. But there are never assembly items inside a hidden area that I've ever seen.
One day We'll launch a sub-series of you two Let's Playing puzzle games.
I mean, that might be okay as long as he doesn't mind.
I'm speaking facetiously for now, but
Starts
maybe
throwing
something
things
worth
at the
exploring.
screen.
Huh?
Yeah.
Starts throwing things at the screen.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it's not terrible, especially if you can get it for like $3 or less. It's just it depends on what you're going for here. If you're looking for like object puzzle search puzzles, it's pretty okay.
I mean,
Uh,
it's kind of a hard thing to screw up, honestly.
Well, like I said, some of them have had interesting stories.
Right. Right. I suppose then, if there's nothing else,
That's about all I got. There's only so much you can say about hidden object puzzles, I think.
Well, that'll about do it for Family Vacation California here. Be sure to tune in after the break as I will be reviewing UFO KO Tower Defense.